How is everybody doing today? My name is Master Zero, and welcome back to another reaction video. This time we're reacting to And We'll Do It Again by In a Nutshell. Okay, so I was planning on reacting to something else, but this video literally just came out, and it got me really curious. The actual thumbnail said, "We lied to you," and then the title says, "And we'll do it again," so ... it's a continuation of "We lied to you." But I do believe that, this is just me, just totally guessing here. I do believe this video is about, some of the stuff, the equations and stuff, they had to simplify it, obviously, because some of the stuff they are talking about is, way future projects for humanity to start doing, and it's just their videos is a nice little introduction of the idea, and I understand that a lot of the information and stuff is just not there, so they have to either guess or oversimplify some equations and stuff. So I totally understand if this video has anything to do with that. I totally understand why it's a necessary lie, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm really excited to get into this, so without any further ado, here's And We'll Do It Again. Question is, what?
Kurzgesagt is lying to you in every video, even in this one.
Okay.
Because our videos distill very complex subjects
off to a great start.
Pieces, and
I was 100% right.
Is, well,
give myself a pat on the back there.
The question of how we deal with that is central to what we do on this channel, and something we think about a lot.
Got some explaining to do if all that's in your garbage. Ew, regular coffee mug.
What we mean by
lies to children
is the concept of lies to children.
A little too much there, buddy.
On the path to explaining something complicated, you start off with a little lie, a useful oversimplification that makes it easier.
I was 100% right. I was right on the money here.
For example,
that never happens to me.
You learn that the Earth is a sphere orbiting the Sun with planet buddies. But it's not actually a sphere, and the buddies are super different in size and not close to each other at all.
Hello?
By beginning at a place of oversimplification, you're building a framework, a foundation that you can then build upon.
As a dad myself, I understand where he's coming from.
Step by step, you're getting towards the real gist of the complicated subject.
Yes.
Science communication has to use lies to children to some degree, or it turns into
You don't have to phrase it like that, man. It's okay.
Getting a proper education in all of the scientific fields would take years of intense study to become fluent in them. As a species,
it's a necessary
we have a
lie.
Interest in summarizing
Don't be too hard on yourself.
And its advancements, and educating as many people about it as possible, because we all benefit if more people have a fact-based scientific
and it's awesome.
We will discuss what science is and how it works in different videos in more detail, but for now, let's just say it's a process to advance, organize, predict, and test our knowledge about the universe.
Just spitting out a new universe there.
If you understand the current state of scientific
What's wrong with your
then
tail?
you can make better decisions based on facts and testable ideas rather than outdated
Flat
belief
Earth.
systems.
Thank you. Let's just avoid that entirely.
Ancestors from lions, but is no longer suited for the complexity of our modern world.
Oh, that's very detailed.
Our brains are comically ill-prepared to navigate the fast-moving world we have
100%.
today, a world ironically created by science. A few hundred years ago, it was possible to be knowledgeable at an expert level in pretty much every field of study. In the information age, this is a futile endeavor since knowledge and data are
it kind of upgraded a little bit, huh?
So to even have a chance of grasping the world we live in, we need summaries that give us, if not a true understanding of all the details, a solid overview.
That's pretty cool.
Explaining science to many people is not about enlightening the ignorant, but necessary for the progress of our species.
Yes, it's 100% necessary.
To make this possible,
I'm just so happy I got it right. Oh my god.
Stories that capture the true nature of things as much as possible, while using a language that our brains can deal with.
I love these references to the old videos.
Is physics. Quarks are often depicted as blue, red, and green with different spins. But just saying spin and using colors forces our brain to imagine colorful spinning balls, which is great to visualize the different types and the relationships between quarks, but also creates a very wrong image of reality in our heads. Molecules are nothing like the neat diagrams that we're taught.
That is 100% true.
Buzzing and vibrating entities held together by something we call charge that describes how certain things want to be close or escape each other for some unknown reason. We're describing phenomena that we are pretty sure exist in some form or another because the maths works out and we can do real-world experiments and predict their results before we do.
Yes, that's the light thing.
In reality,
these are so cool.
Models, tricks
I like
to
this video.
summarize what we know, make up a coherent story, and prepare the ground for more in-depth explanations. Don't confuse the description of a thing for the thing itself. Simplifications like these are not just meant to dumb things down, they're actually useful for experts themselves.
Approved.
For example, chemists who use wrong electron shell models to work out chemical bonds, or scientists using simplified models as the basis for discussion with colleagues
I mean,
across
it helps.
different
It helps
scientific fields.
bite down the information.
But the simplification of science can also be problematic for a bunch of reasons. Finding the
Arguments?
true nature of reality
Probably.
is super hard because our brains did not evolve for this job,
that your
and the
soul?
universe doesn't care if we understand it. Science is a process to work towards gaining knowledge and not an absolute truth generator.
Yes.
The answers it provides are
I feel like this video
multi-layered
isn't for
and
me.
nuanced,
I kinda
and that
knew
complexity
already.
can get lost when it's simplified, especially when it's done so for headlines.
Local bird.
An interesting
How dare
cancer
you?
study turns into a potential cure.
You talking about those 3D bots
the
I
basis
read about?
for a new diet.
Rick and
Such
Morty reference.
simplifications give a misleading definiteness to science, which goes against its process-like
That's
nature.
indefinite.
When cures don't materialize and diets don't turn out to be magical, we lose confidence in science and start to think of all science
Oh my.
communication as misleading. Then there's the opposite effect. If a simplification is too engaging, if the story it tells is too good,
Go
it
on.
can distort the true complexity of a subject and give you a false
Okay.
sense of security and an illusion of deep knowledge. A gut feeling that you understand the science better than you actually do, which can lead people to ignore actual experts over
Okay,
their
I see where they're
dangerous
going with.
superficial knowledge and gut
You don't have
feeling.
the full picture.
And
I don't
this
care,
can have
man.
negative consequences for all of us, because in the worst
Whoa.
case, overconfidence in your own understanding of science can lead to
Uh-huh.
bad decisions made with confidence. Just
get where
think
he's-
of the surge of people that
was
confidently
literally about to say
disavow
that.
vaccines or climate change without truly understanding the subject matter. So considering all of this and the fact that we at Kurzgesagt reach millions of people with our videos, how do we handle this? Well, it has been a journey,
You ignore all of
especially
it.
the research. When we started, we just read articles, then moved on to books, peer-reviewed papers, then to conversations with experts. We began to collect our
And that's how you
sources.
grow.
With every step, we realized that we were still not doing enough. Nowadays, we try to read as many primary sources as possible, talk to multiple experts, and document our simplifications and give further reading in our sources doc. But this doesn't make our process flawless. What do you do if experts
Can you
disagree
imagine just
with
like
each other?
one wrong
What do you
information
do
just
if you find an
shatters
amazing
everything?
fact that perfectly fits a narrative, but just can't find its
That's Squid
primary
Game.
source? How do you deal with the reality that many scientific results have huge error bars or maybes attached to them?
Maybes.
How do you
Big
handle
maybes.
complex systems that defy easy answers? In the end, we make 10-minute videos, so we need to make decisions about what details and explanations can fit, which aspects need to be simplified, and which parts to cut. There is no single best answer for how to do this, and so we weigh the different options every single time. It can be painful for experts to see their field simplified.
Aw.
Some are happy with us,
I never
while
really thought
others
about
don't
like what
it.
did the experts think?
This is fair, but
people that
also
actually thought about
impossible to
this.
avoid. We're still trying to improve and want to be transparent about what we're trying to do.
And I give you
For
all the
example,
props
we're
for that.
taking part in the Tresca project about science communication to
Ayo.
learn more. All of this brings us to the purpose of our videos. The most important thing we want to do with this channel is to inspire you and spark
Yes.
your curiosity for science and the amazing universe
And they do
we
such a
live in.
great job.
Learning often doesn't feel like fun, but with the right story, it is one of the best things, and we hope to provide that to you.
Yes, you
Ultimately,
do.
we hope that we light a fire in
provide
you
it
that
so
motivates
great.
you to read books, pay more attention at school or university, and just get interested in a scientific
too old
field
for
or
that.
two and learn more on your own. Not because you have to, but because
you
want
want to.
know more about how the world really works. Because the universe is beautiful, and
It is.
science is a way of seeing this beauty
Oh,
more
it's so
clearly.
cool.
And we hope that knowing that we have to
Justice,
simplify
we're
a bit
liars.
does not make you enjoy our
It's
videos less.
okay. I'm with the
We
bird,
are
man. I
trying
still
to
love
build
you.
something with Kurzgesagt, and while we're not 100% sure yet what exactly,
Batman?
hopefully something
Birdman?
that gets people to think about their own life and the context they exist in today, as well as the far future
Beautiful.
and the
I
potential
do
we
believe
all
I've
have
seen
as
all
a
of these.
species. And of course, how big things are, and what happens when we blow stuff up, because it's fun.
Yes,
Thanks
very
for
fun.
watching and sharing and supporting us.
Not a
We
problem,
really
Bob.
can't do this without you.
Is your name Bob?
Running a science communication business is a balancing act that we take extremely seriously.
I think I already said this, but I like the
one
references
hand,
from
we need
the
to be
old videos I've already
responsible and look out
reacted
for
to.
the
That's
team
really cool.
and be able to grow responsibly. On the other hand, we have to protect the integrity of our videos. You are enabling us to stay independent because while we do things like sponsorships or commercial work, the majority of our income comes directly from you, the burbs.
Aww.
Kurzgesagt is fundamentally
I tried to
funded
be a
by its
bird, but it
community.
was too much.
Because of you, Kurzgesagt is able to invest as much time in our videos and try to become better. You get our calendar every year, support us on Patreon, and get your personal birds. Watch our videos without adblock or with YouTube Premium. Our favorite way to keep the channel running are our sciencey products from our shop that hopefully add additional value to the world. We love bringing little pieces of knowledge into your
love that you love
classroom that inspire
doing
you
that.
to learn
Almost
more
confused
about
myself
the
there.
universe in a little more detail, especially with our carefully researched infographic posters. Our latest one teaches you about the night sky and showcases the stars in our night sky and their special significance for humanity.
Right on.
With every purchase, you directly support what we do on this channel.
Oh.
Please don't feel obligated to do so, though.
I don't feel obligated, man. Look how cute this freaking plushie is.
Out a lot,
I'd love to
we
pay
are
for
just
it.
grateful that so many of you care about what we try to do here. Thank you so much.
Not a problem, Bob. I'm just gonna call you Bob from here on out. So, alright, for once I actually guessed what the video was about right, like, to a T, and I really liked that. That was really cool. But, yeah, like, just to say that you were wrong in a video or something like that, like just to, you're having an argument with someone, right, just as an example, and then you realize later on down the argument that they're right, and you're wrong. For you to stop the argument and be like, you know what, you're right, like, thank you for giving me that information and stuff, like, that takes balls, man. For lack of a better word, like, that's really impressive for them to do that. And, like, some companies, they try to, like, I'm calling them a company for lack of a better word, just oversimplification, like the video was about. And yeah, companies, they usually try to hide that. Like, when they're wrong, they're like, oh no, we didn't do that, and they like push it under the rug. But I'm just, lack of a better term, this entire last part of the video, they're the bigger man in the picture, and they're like, look, we are wrong, like, and we're gonna tell you how and why we're lying to you, because they're, like I said at the very beginning, before I even knew what the video was actually about, it's necessary. It's a necessary lie. They have to necessarily simplify things for us. Like I've been saying in every single one of my In a Nutshell videos, like, they take bite-sized pieces of information and they feed it to you, and it's really cool. It makes you interested and excited for the subject. And, like, just because I watch a video on YouTube, that I'm not saying, like, oh, I'm an expert at this thing now. Like, no, that's not what these videos are about. Like he said at the very end of this video, it's about learning. It's about you becoming very interested in a subject that you happen to watch one of their videos on YouTube, and you go from there and you learn more about it and you do your own research, and that's really cool. That's the main reason why I love In a Nutshell. It's just really cool what they're doing, like how they're trying to help children, like, and just everyone in general. They're trying to teach them stuff, and it's really cool. I love it so much. So yeah, I don't think this video was addressed to me, like, personally, because I already kind of knew how the channel worked, like, In a Nutshell, how their channel worked. So this video was really enjoyable nonetheless, but not really for me. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe down below, check out the merch, ring the bell, do everything. So yeah, I have been Master Zero. Y'all guys have been fantastic, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Later days.